Perhaps they grew tired of the view and decided to take their lurking elsewhere. Oh, it's them! Quickly, before they slip away. Hail, my good way! If I'm not mistaken, you have come to enjoy the offerings of our dreaming workshop a number of times, have you not? Enjoy? Hardly. Though I suppose watching you pointlessly exert yourselves has been entertaining enough. That's, good, but I was hoping that we might assist you in finding a dream of your own. And what is it you expect me to dream of? Fanciful machines? Colorful cuisines? I think not. Without the people of Aetheris to delight in them, such pursuits are meaningless, one and all. I cannot say I agree. No matter, your exertions have their place in supporting my petition to Living Way. When she authorizes my hibernation, I shall dream sweet dreams at last. There you are, Living Way. Might we have a word? So soon? I had thought your project was proceeding apace. Overall, yes, but we're struggling with one way in particular. Are you familiar with an ashen-furred Loporrit? Red eyes, mysterious, absolutely adorable until they open their mouth? Oh yes, I was aware that they had paid a visit to Hopper's Hold, but I wasn't aware that you were aware. Perhaps you may yet succeed where I have not. You are aware, Locira, that the Loporrits were created to prepare the moon for man's arrival, and that these preparations required substantial time and effort, all bent toward our common goal in their own way. But some Loporrits went above and beyond, one in particular. The very same. This most passionate of ways took the name Counseling Way. Their role was to lend a listening ear and provide advice to the people of Aetheris, something we anticipated would be sorely needed given the abrupt displacement you were all to have. More than any other, they sought to understand your people. They studied, they practiced, and they looked forward to the day when they would finally meet you. As you can imagine, the change of plans came as a terrible shock. They became uninterested in their former pursuits and are adamant that naught of worth remains for them to do. I was unable to persuade them otherwise, and after some time, they disappeared from the burrow altogether. It was shortly thereafter that other Loporrits began sighting an ashen-furred way wandering Mare Lamentorum. Even I didn't recognize them at first. I wondered whence this new way had sprung. Then I watched them stand out there, gazing at the sky, at Aetheris, and I realized it was the grief that had changed them, a loss too heavy to bear. It came as no surprise when they asked to be put back into hibernation. Yet I cannot allow it. Even with the final days averted, there must be a place for us in this world. I know there is. We need only reach out our paws. I said as much, but it's as if they cannot hear me, and no matter how many times I refuse them, they return with their petition for eternal sleep. It would be a tragedy to lose a Loporrit with so much love in their heart. We must find a way to help them, to give them a new dream. Not that I know what that would be. Thank you for telling us of this, Living Way. We should ask the others for help. This matter is of dire import. I shall see you in Hoper's Hold soon then. A moment, Locira. If anyone can save Counseling Way, it's you lot. And they can be saved. I must believe that. So please do everything in your power. On behalf of Loporrit kind, I beseech you. I had hoped they would enjoy themselves, but I never imagined they would become so absorbed in their work, nor create such a magnificent mural. This is by far our greatest success yet. Art, truly you are making my task too easy. Counseling Way. Do not call me that. 'Tis a relic of a life I care not to remember. Noted. Would you like to try your paw at painting? Not particularly. Distinct lack of unified vision here, yet somehow it works. Art is a mystery indeed. I had no idea that art could be so liberating. I haven't had this much fun in ages. Fun? Perhaps I once knew what that was like. With all of the Loporrits we've helped, I'd like to think that we've done our part. Still, we cannot stop. No, we will not stop. Not until we've helped Counseling Way and anyone else who has yet to find a dream. The imaging station is now open, allowing once wayward ways to vent their innermost emotions through creative pursuits. There are yet Loporrits that want for new purpose, however. Continue expanding the workshop to see what dreams may come. Could you join us for a moment, Locira? My survey of Bestway's borough morale indicates that the situation is as we suspected. Though our efforts have reached the majority of wayward ways, a few yet remain in their doldrums, the erstwhile Counseling Way first among them, of course. I've stretched my imagination ever so hard for dreams that might inspire them, but nothing concrete has come to mind. I propose that we examine the issue of their personal motivation more closely. Per Living Way, they were once passionate about their work after all. We cannot change the fact that the people of Aetheris won't be coming to live on the moon, but reaching out to them is hardly beyond our means. There is not stopping us from utilizing our Ashenford associates' communication skills to aid mankind, albeit remotely, thus making their old dream their new dream. But what sort of station would be suitable? Perhaps a station that individuals could contact with questions. That would be quite similar to not Counseling Way's previous job. How would people contact us, though? You might use one of those Garlean radios, so long as you refrain from any mind-bending schemes. Schemes sound bad, but radio sounds intriguing. Tell me more. And you can truly hear distant voices through the tiny box? Incredible! We simply must find a way to transmit to these radios. For science! Eyes on project objectives, please. That said, I quite agree. If Garlemont has such technology, it is likely that the Charlians have studied it, if not invented similar devices of their own. If so, they may have shared its secrets with Living Way. No doubt Inventing Way will have thoughts on the matter as well. I leave the technical details in your capable paws, Managing Way. In the meantime, I should like to have a chat with the Loporrit formerly known as Counseling Way. Please join me in inviting them to join us. You want me to assist the people of Aetheris? Remotely? Construction of the station is underway as we speak. Using the magic known as radio, we can transmit all manner of noises across space and the darker space. For instance, music. Goodness, we could share my music, couldn't we? Do not bother the people of Aetheris with that noisome beeping. If we are to employ this station of yours, surely there are myriad better uses. Better than music? If you ask me, many of Aetheris' people lost loved ones during the final days, did they not? We could let them know that they're not alone. Or, purely as an example, you understand, we could use our unique vantage point to describe cloud formations. Oh, I don't follow. With that information, those on the ground could more accurately predict incoming storms, forestalling ill-fated forays. You truly are an expert in helpfulness. Those things never would have occurred to me. I suppose I can come and look in on you once you've completed your facilities. Clearly someone needs to tell you where you are going wrong. Please do. I can hardly wait for you to join us. Together we shall create radio noises like no one has heard before. Though I suppose we need to actually finish the station first. We'll see you there in the Dreaming Workshop. Make sure to come. If I do, will you listen? Is construction proceeding apace? We are on schedule. Though I have been awaiting Lucera's return, I trust she will have little difficulty producing equipment to the vague and mysterious specifications provided by our Charlian correspondents. Ahem, if I may, we will require a soundboard. I am told that this device adjusts the signal produced by the microphone and can even produce sounds of its own. These are the materials. I assume you can manage the rest on your own. Should you require additional supplies, as always, our stocks are with the Dreaming Supporter. I will be occupied in ensuring that no one shocks themselves into a stupor whilst assembling the booth, but Dreaming Way should be free to collect your finished creations. So this is radio. If you wish to speak to my people, the microphone is yours. I have always wished to speak with the people of Aetheris. I must ask, do you think my voice will reach them? Of course it will. That's the magic of radio. Very well. I would like to assist with this station, if you're still amenable to the idea. You won't find a harder working way. I promise you that. And with that, the broadcasting station is complete, though we might want to check whether it's working. We never did decide on the contents of our first message. For once I fear I am rather at a loss. That's where our newest way comes in. Take it away, my friend. Me? There must be something you'd like to share with the people of Aetheris in honor of this special occasion. Test. Test. People of Etheris? Are you there? Can you hear me? Far away as I am, all the way from the moon. I hope I can be of use to you. I hope I can tell you something you didn't know before. I hope that in your darkest moments, I can lift your spirits. But perhaps I should start from the beginning. For so long We awaited your arrival on the moon. 'Twas to be under the most unfortunate circumstances, to be sure, yet that only increased the determination with which we set to our preparations. In the end, of course, the final days were averted. The moon was no longer needed. We were no longer needed. Make no mistake, we're glad for your fortune. If you are happy, we are happy. But for many of us, myself included, this marked an end to our very reason for being. Until some Loporrits dared to dream again, to show us that there is always hope, so long as we reach for each other. Should you ever lose sight of your dreams, I hope you remember that you are not alone. We are here, and the future is a dream we all share. And now the weather. That concludes our inaugural broadcast. Thank you, one and all, for listening. From the bottom of my heart, and on behalf of Loporrit kind, I wish you the very best. Was it too long? It felt awfully short. Do you think they could hear well enough? I suppose we shall never truly know our audience. But if my voice reached even one person, that is enough for me. That is my dream.